Okay. Hi, Katherine.
Hi, Auntie.
Listen, I have been reaching out to my nieces and nephews, and I will extend this opportunity to other people in the family probably over time, where I am just having a short interview, very informal, where I'm trying to give you guys a chance, a platform, to talk about what you're up to, to spread the word about what you all are doing, because I think that there's definitely a calling to lift and elevate people. We're in the midst of this pandemic. It's been going on for a long time. And sometimes other people don't know what you're up to, that, you're not just surviving, but in many ways you're thriving. And people need positivity these days. So I am asking just a few questions to give people a sense of what's going on in my family with my nieces and nephews, and it could be an encouragement to other people. Are you on board with this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you a question, Catherine.
hmm
You're in the business of helping other people. Can I ask you, do you think that that was a calling? Is it something that you study for? Can you give a little information about what you do and how you came to be involved with helping families?
So you want me to tell play by play, or you want the sweet spot?
Well, whatever you feel more comfortable with, because again, this is something that I want to share with other people. So if you think it would be um, more advantageous to others to know the step by step, or just bits and pieces, whatever it is that you feel comfortable sharing.
Okay. So I'll start with, I guess I'll do the play by play, but we're gonna make this snippet of stuff because it's just long. Um 2018, 2 years before the pandemic, I had my first baby. Child's father was very abusive, mentally, emotionally, verbally. Um, and started graduating to physical abuse. Um, I made money whatever way I could. Going into 2019, we was evicted. Um, Trying to think. And I was out of a job for almost 10 months after I had my daughter. I started working at the state of Michigan in 2019, August 2019. Um, that was what, a couple of months before the pandemic started, because it was 2020. Yeah, yep. 2019, I started working at the state of Michigan. Um, and then started the custody battle, all of that good stuff. Um, Pandemic started, and I was just blessed to have a job. Although my job is difficult,
Mhm.
um, I was able to keep my job and collect unemployment at the same time because they had a spur load. Like 2021, was it this year or was it last year? It was one of the two. I started my cosmetics business. Um, and then, oh, yep. Um, really been up to, I mean, praying.
Mhm.
Um, Watching how God is literally unfolding every single step of my life. Um, he's showing up in my conversations. He's showing up with the people and the lessons that I have to learn day by day. Um, and not just that, like figuring out how to be okay with what is happening to me, because it's happening to me and it's not me. It's happening to me. Um, Sorry, that junk just kept flashing. Um, but being around my family, being more present in the moments, um, learning how to be a better mom.
Mhm.
Uh, a better sister, a better friend, niece, granddaughter, I guess.
You
And really just
I'm sorry. You
no, go
unpack
ahead.
you unpack quite a bit, and this is just in the last maybe 3 years here. This is what I'm hearing. So let me try to break it up into small pieces, okay?
Yeah.
So if I ask you, that thinking about your earlier piece when you graduated from college and then you became a parent and a single mom, and you had to deal with a lot of hardships there. So just for a moment or two, I just want you to reflect on that. You're clearly out of that situation now, physically out of that situation now. So for young ladies who may be in that particular position now, you know, what advice would you give them in order to get out of that situation? So let's take this in chunks.
Oh, okay, yeah, because
You know,
yeah,
unload a lot of information.
I just spew. Um,
Okay.
on how to get out of it. I think the biggest part for me was I'm in the process. Like I knew while pregnant with my daughter, that I was bringing a new life into the world.
Mm-hmm. A little
Um,
bit
a
closer to
life.
the camera for me, darling. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
That I was bringing a new life into this world, and as I reflected during that time, like I'm like, I don't want nothing that has touched me to touch her. I don't want nothing that her father has touched or seen or whatever to touch her. It ends with us. Regardless of what he doing, regardless of what I'm doing, she is a pure soul. So I want generational curses to be broken.
Mm-hmm.
And I pray that prayer over her every day, along with being, what's the word I'm looking for? Being her own person
Mm-hmm.
and not being tainted by the things that we, her parents, haven't or lack. Really look at your kid. That's what really got me to going, because my mom actually was in the same predicament that I was in at around the same age with my own father. So if my mama, I think about it like this, like if my mom can do it and she instilled everything that she is within me, I can do it too. But two, I don't want any man I don't want my child to see any man put their hands on me, regardless of what the situation is. I don't want her to grow up thinking that it's okay for somebody to put their hands on you or to talk to you and belittle you, demean you, devalue you. I don't want that to be imprinted on her mind. I would rather be by myself, struggling my behind off to do whatever it is that little girl needs. I don't want that cycle to continue at all.
Mm-hmm.
It stopped with me.
So I'm hearing recognizing, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm recognizing that if something is going wrong in the relationship, and if it doesn't, and it can't be healed, that it's best to find a way out, to reach out, to leave the situation, to seek help if necessary, and remember who you are. I'm hearing that, and what you don't want, knowing what the goals that you have for that life that you have created, that you've been blessed with rather, and knowing that in order for that to shift, then you have to be active about it. You have to be intentional and deliberate about getting out of that situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. That's awesome, and I'm glad. I'm very happy to hear that. So I don't want to. It's not a nice transition, but I want to shift over to something else. Because I think that's also a positive, that you're in a different place, mentally, physically, clearly, spiritually. And then you talked about a business. So talk a little bit about your business venture or ventures.
So
Get closer to the camera, darling.
oh yeah, getting that. The business venture. So I started a cosmetics line in 2020. I believe it was February 2020 to be exact.
The pandemic really hit us.
Yeah, when the pandemic, we were right in the middle of it. I took a course, and I started my skincare line because Iris's pediatrician was like, yeah, just put, because she has eczema. It's not a bad case of it because I keep it under control, but she was like, yeah, mix some shea butter and aquaphor. So I did that to like help, but it was sticky and I didn't like the way it made my hands feel. So I was just like, I mean, I could figure out how to make some shea butter and throw it together. Like that ain't no big deal. And so I did. And this was what 2019. It was 2019 going into 2020. So I started making hers and I saw how good it was like into her, like going into her skin. So I started making more because I was just like this is right up my alley. Like I like to take showers, I like to moisturize my body, like I like to do all that. I like to be clean, smelling good, skin soft, all that. So when I made it and I tried it on myself, I was like, let me just test this out because I could be, biased. And my best friend was just like telling me, like, yeah, I would like it if it was more this way. As the like, she just said something off in my brain when she said she wanted to be like a certain consistency. So I was like, okay, well, let me go do this. Let me try this. And when I tried it, like it worked. And I was just like, okay, cool.
What's the name of your business?
K Woods Cosmetics.
Okay. All right. And so it's skincare. What is it? What are your products that you sell?
Right now it's just the hair and scalp oil,
okay.
And the body butters. Eventually I'll graduate to more products, but those are the ones that I'm doing right now.
Okay. Do you have any particular scents or do they have specific names or just to give us a sense of what's in them?
So yeah, I have a couple of different scents, well, more than a couple. But I do have men's fragrances, unisex fragrances, and unscented as well. So one of them I can give you, it's called 24 Karat Gold. And it's a men's fragrance and it's earthy, it's like woody, like it smells really, really, really good. And a lot of my clients who are guys, they'll buy that one, or it's another one that's called Sandalwood Bourbon. And it smells really, really like it's a softer smell as opposed to the 24 Karat Gold, but that one smells like, I like that one too. But for the women, most people really like this ginger rose body butter. It's not my favorite, but everybody likes it. And then I have a Moroccan argan fragrance that a lot of people like. Also, not me. I like more heavier scents, but yeah.
As long as they like it, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah. So you smell like it and you don't want to smell like it.
Well, they want to smell like it, and that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Make the customer happy. So let me ask you this. So I'm moving in this direction. So if I ask you to project yourself, let's say 5 years from now, where will Katherine be? What will Katherine be up to?
5 years from now, I want to be in my own house.
Mm-hmm.
I want my business to be like booming to the point where I don't have to work a 9 to 5. I am my 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Own house, maybe, hopefully married with 2 or 3 more kids. And
That's a lot in 5 years. You be
mm,
very busy, but that's okay.
yeah, because once the shop is closed, it's closed. I ain't opening it no more. Me and God gotta understand it. Hopefully,
Sorry.
he be laughing at me all the time though. Like,
Oh,
girl,
okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, that helps, and that brings me to another point that you made was your spiritual growth. So, how's your relationship with God? How you
I
doing?
mean, it could be better, but I don't know. I feel like God is like I'm in the middle of a transition, or I'm not gonna say the eye of the storm, because I mean he right there with me, but that's how it feels.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I know our relationship could be better. I could be doing more, in my word more. But I still know that he has his hand on me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's releasing gifts that I don't know if they're gifts or if they're like, because you know how God give you something that you don't want, but that's your calling.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah. Yeah, he been giving me dreams. So
Hmm.
I think that it's real interesting as a person who never dreamed before. In the last 3 to 4 years, mostly I'll just keep it at 3. No, 4. I can say 4. Last 4 years, I'm having dreams like where certain things stick out, or like I'm dreaming about Maplewood, or So I'm just like,
Childhood home. Mm-hmm.
I never dreamed before, and now I'm dreaming every night. What is this?
Are you writing them down? Not yet. So
Not yet.
can I make that suggestion? Because because sometimes we forget things, and so if you write them down, then maybe you'll be able to connect the dots later, and you'll see how God was working that out. He was giving you bits and pieces. When he feels you're ready to take on more, he'll give you more, but you won't remember those small pieces. So you can put all those pieces together, and this might be part of your manifestation. Within that 5 year. Yeah. So it's just a suggestion. So let me ask you this, and in parting, because I know you have things that you have to do. You're busy, and if I oh, if I ask you right now to describe yourself in 3 words, just 3 adjectives. That's all you get. I know it's hard. What 3 adjectives would describe you right now, who you are as a young woman, an entrepreneur, a mother, a hardworking individual? What are those 3 adjectives that you would use to describe yourself?
I don't have to explain them. I can just say them 3.
It's up to you.
I can be long-winded, so.
Well, okay, so I'll give you this. How about this? I'll modify it slightly. Give me the word and in one sentence why. Each word plus one sentence.
Okay, so first one, vivacious.
Good word. And the why?
The why is my personality is vivacious. Because that's just who I am. I don't have to be loudly vivacious to have a colorful personality.
Okay.
Um, I think my personality is vivacious.
Okay, well, that's one. You have two more.
Second one is confident.
Okay. Excuse me.
Um,
Does or how does it manifest itself? Maybe I should say that. How does it manifest itself? I'm sure you've already given some examples. So just to reinforce, you know, how are you confident?
um, I find that as I grow, like I'm more accepting of the things that are good about me, the things that I'm working on, and the things that are not so good.
Mm-hmm.
And by accepting myself, it helps me to be confident in that because
Because you can accept all those different facets of yourself.
exactly. And like rejection is like, and it goes to say like rejection is God's protection. Like if I accept me the way He accepts me and loves me, like granted, some days I fall short, some days I'm doing good, but like I gotta love me the way He loved me, and there's a reason, multiple reasons why He does.
Okay. Okay.
So if He can accept me dirty, clean, mental health going off the charts, physical health going off the charts, well, it don't matter where I'm at, poor, broke, homeless, in a mansion, He loved me. He loved me. Everything about me. So I need to do the same.
Bring the camera up just a little.
Oh, sorry.
I thought you were gonna drop it. You are having a praise, and I was thinking she's gonna drop the phone or the camera any minute. Okay. All right, you got one more.
One more.
Vivacious, confident, and Katherine is
grateful.
Good word.
When I think about just how life changing the last 4 years for me have been, just kind of like damn. Like I really thought I wasn't gonna make it out of this situation, and I'd have made it out. I really thought I was losing my mind, and I made it out. I didn't know what, where, who, what, when, where, why, or how I was gonna scrape ends together with a new baby. Daddy ain't helping. I wasn't employed, but I made it. Like, and then on top of that, I'm getting blessed every day. So I had to look at being in that relationship and dealing with the aftermath of it just made me more grateful for my family, my support system, my God, all of that. And it really humbled me because I really didn't think that I was gonna make it out of that situation alive. And the blessings that I continue to get over literally, I say thank you, God, so many times a day. Like, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to have, to have my family, my friends who have become family. Like, I'm grateful for everything that I have, everything that I am, everything that I was to take me to get to be the person that I am today. I am grateful. I am grateful.
Wow. That's awesome. Katherine, this is your testimony. It really is. And there's somebody who is going to look at this. I pray that who is going through and will now have a sense of hope because of what you have shared. And that's what this is about, is trying to elevate others. Lifting you up is bringing somebody else up with you. So that's my prayer. And I just want to thank you for sharing your testimony and your background and your ventures and everything that you got going on. And I'm looking forward to following this journey with you. And let's see what happens in 5 years, and let's revisit this in 5 years, and
I'm gonna have my man.
Let's talk about it. Well, maybe we'll be at your house with your husband and your other children, my niece, my grandnieces, and my other grandnieces and nephews. Katherine. Okay. Okay, well, I am so grateful for your time. I'm going to let you go, but I'm going to make sure that this is uploaded soon so that you can go back and look at it and revisit it whenever you want to, okay? And make sure you share it with your friends and whoever you think will, genuinely, who genuinely needs a message like this.
Absolutely.
All right, honey. Well,
and I could be
oh. All right. Well, I love you.
I love you too, Auntie.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.